Alright, this video is on washing your underlayers and washing and proper care for your Scentlok. If you've been following this video series, you should already have your bags, your bins, your containers all washed out and clean and ready to go. You should have your boots all washed and clean and put in its proper container. And it don't matter what containers you use as long as they're airtight. I got bags, I got bins, I got big totes. Doesn't matter. Now for your underlayers, pretty simple. Just wash them in your Scentlok detergent. Dry them in the dryer on, if you can't line dry them in the dryer, but make sure you spray the dryer out first with an odor eliminator. Now my underlayers, I have different weights of tops and bottoms, different weights of socks. I have about 10 pairs of underwear in there. And what I'll do is, say it's early season, it's kind of warm out, I'll keep my heavier stuff in a separate bin that stays at camp. And then this bag, I won't have to shuffle through 1,000 different layers of clothes to find what I need for that time of year. Then as it gets cooler out, I'll put the warmer stuff in and take the lighter stuff out. Now, like I said, underlayers are simple. Just keep them washed, keep them clean. Keep your dirty ones separate. You can wear them, if you go to your tree stand or you're hunting and you don't sweat and they're still relatively clean, it's alright, you can wear them again. But if you get them sweaty and stinky, keep them separate. Do not throw them back in this bag. Keep a separate pile and then wash them as you get home from hunting or as you get enough of a pile to wash, and then put them back in your bag. Do not put any stinky ones in with your clean ones or in your clean bag, or else you're going to have to wash everything, including the bag again. As long as you only keep clean stuff in here, you won't have to wash this bag out during the season. Again, most of this system is done pre-season. Once everything's done and ready during the season, it's kind of simple to keep up with it. Now for your Scentlok's a little different. They tell you when you buy it just to dry it on high heat for 45 minutes to reactivate the Scentlok. Do not wash it unless you absolutely have to. Like if it's real muddy or bloody or you get something on it real stinky and you gotta wash it, then go ahead and wash it. But do not wash if you don't have to, because the more you wash it, the quicker the Scentlok liner is going to wear out. So they tell you not to wash it when you buy it, but I do, just because you don't know what got on it at the factory. You don't know what got on it hanging on the shelf at the store. So I like to wash it that one time at the beginning when I get it. And what I'll do, I'll wash it in the Scentlok detergent. I'll either hang it on the line to dry, or if it's raining out or whatever and you got to dry it in the dryer, dry it on low heat till it's dry. Permanent press. Once it's completely dry, then you put it in the dryer for 45 minutes on high heat. That's how you reactivate the Scentlok. Think of that Scentlok liner. It's a carbon filter liner. Think of it as a sponge, a dry sponge, and your scent, or any scent, is water going through it, and it soaks up that sponge. Well, to wring that sponge out, you got to put it on the dryer in high heat for 45 minutes. Then it's good to go again. Now, how often do you got to do this? When it's hot out, when you sweat a lot, early season and stuff, about 30 hours of wear on your tops and bottoms. You push that out to about 40 hours when it gets cooler out and you're not sweating as much. Hats, gloves, face masks, they get a little stinkier. You get more odor coming off your head, out your breath. I usually, after about 20 hours of use, I'll reactivate them. So for this reason, I have lots of gloves, lots of face masks and hats, because no matter how long I stay at camp, I won't run out. And as far as cover scents go, do not use them on your Scentloks. I use a little cover scent, raccoon urine, on a boot pad on my boot. That's it. You use cover scent on your Scentlok, it's just clogging that carbon filter up. You put pine needles, leaves, whatever in your storage container with your Scentlok, that filter's clogged up in that before you even wear it out in the woods. So do not do that. I'll also say this system does not work unless you wear Scentlok. I used to do a scent control thing before Scentlok came out. I tried all sorts of ways of eliminating scent or knocking it down. Never really had any luck. Deer would still freak out when they smelled me. And it wasn't until Scentlok came out that I started having success. And now I don't have the deer stomping at me, snorting at me, take off running for the next county. That never happens. They never smell my entry trail. And once in a great while, I think they'll catch a whiff of me and get a little on edge. But they don't stomp, they don't snort, they don't run away. All they do is just slowly turn and go back the way they came. And that's huge right there, just to keep the woods calm. And like I said, they don't freak out like they used to. The way I think about Scentlok is the way you would smell a skunk. Just think, if you smell a skunk, you can tell how close that skunk is to you by how strong that odor is. Well, Scentlok may not eliminate all of your odor. It eliminates darn near close to it. So if a deer even does catch a little whiff of you, it's a faint smell. And what happens when you faintly smell a skunk? You kind of notice it, but you're not too worried about it because you think it's way over there, you know? A deer does the same thing, especially in high pressured areas where they smell people all the time. If they just catch a faint whiff of a person, they're used to that. And it doesn't freak them out as bad as if, like, a skunk sprayed right next to you. You'd freak out because you're like, that thing's right here, you know? That's how it is for the deer, at least in my opinion. I'm no biologist. I can't talk to a deer and ask them how their sense of smell works. This is just my opinion on it, and that's how I think it works. And the system has worked for me for the last 20 years. And if you try it, and you do it the way I tell you to do it, I'm sure you'll see a significant difference yourself. So keep an eye out for my next videos. I'm going to do one on hygiene. I'm going to do one on taking care of your gear. And I'm going to do a final video at the end on putting a hunt together. Right from the time I step out of my vehicle, everything I do at the back of the truck, everything I do once I get into my stand, and in between. So you'll know exactly how to go about doing this. Keep an eye out for them. And good luck this fall.